there, fellow wellness enthusiasts. Welcome back to my Terra Life channel, where I dive deep into the world of holistic living and natural remedies. I'm Elise Hanselman, and today I am thrilled to share some amazing insights with you all about the incredible benefits of doTERRA essential oils. In this video, I am going to go over a list of essential oils and their uses, essential oil benefits, and answer the big question, do essential oils work? Are you tired of relying on synthetic products filled with harsh chemicals? Well, you are in for a treat. With doTERRA essential oils, you are able to have this amazing natural alternative that promotes overall well-being, both physically and emotionally. So if you are looking for more education on living naturally and then, of course, getting those harmful toxins out of your home, hit that subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And remember, you can always jump right to the description of this video to get my free diffuser guide that has tips for diffusing essential oils and all of my favorite diffuser blends. All right, everyone, let's dive right in. I'm so excited to tell you more about essential oils and what they can do for the health of you and your family. So the class that I'm going to teach you right now, my goal is to empower you to let you know that we do have natural solutions and you have other options besides just your traditional allopathic medicine. So what I'm going to teach you today are 3 cool things about essential oils, 3 ways that you can use them safely and effectively, and then I'm going to show you how to get them in your home if you ever decide you would like to. So the 3 cool things about essential oils is, number 1, they are safe. Number 2 is that they are effective. And number 3 is that they are affordable. So let's just talk about the safety really quickly of the essential oils. When you have a pure essential oil, they're 100% natural and 100% safe. So you're not going to have any side effects and addictions. I always like to joke that you can become obsessed with essential oils, but you definitely cannot physically become addicted to that, which is a really big benefit, especially considering we do have a lot of those problems with people becoming addicted to a lot of our modern medications these days. So with doTERRA's essential oils, they are certified pure, tested grade. This means that there are no fillers, there are no additives, they're not adulterated, there's no toxins, there's no pesticides, there's no chemicals. Basically, there is nothing added to the oils and there's nothing taken out of the essential oils. It is the purest form of plant extract that you can get in the entire world, which is amazing. Now, one of the biggest questions that I get asked is, what is the difference between herbs and essential oils? And I love herbs. I use herbs in all sorts of ways. I have supplements that are herbs, and I think that they are another tool on our natural tool belt that we have at home. But in general, essential oils are very concentrated and very potent. So they actually are about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So just to give you an example of what that would look like, doTERRA's peppermint essential oil is about again, 50 to 70 times stronger than herbs, but you're going to get about 28 cups of peppermint tea from 1 drop of essential oil. Like that's the how they equate. So I would much rather just use 1 drop of peppermint oil and get those same invigorating, energizing benefits that you would get from 28 cups of peppermint tea. So one of the ways that I love to use peppermint essential oil is, as you saw, I just put a drop or 2 in my hand. And I love to just put it around my nose and my mouth. Don't touch your eyes. And I love to just inhale. I will do a couple breaths in my nose, in my mouth, and then I just rub the rest on my neck and my shoulders. And the reason that I love this so much is because when I'm feeling down or just a little slumpy in the afternoon, peppermint is always so invigorating, and it really is like a natural little pick-me-up. I also love, besides how energizing it is, that it really helps promote clear breathing. So you can feel it just really helping support opening those airways when you're inhaling it through your nose and your mouth. The other thing that you'll notice is if you rubbed it on your neck and your shoulders, you will feel a cooling sensation that is completely normal. Peppermint has been known to actually cool down your body. So if you are experiencing some moments of hotness or someone has elevated body temperature, peppermint can support your body in helping bring down those temperatures safely and naturally, which is great. Now, one of my favorite uses for peppermint, and probably the most common, is that it really can help relieve that occasional head tension. So when you're feeling that tension, you can go ahead and put a drop around your temples, the top of your head, the back of your neck, and it just feels so great when you do that. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about why doTERRA, because you probably have seen that essential oils are sold all over every store. I've seen them sold at the dollar store. I've seen them sold on Amazon, Best Buy. I mean, everywhere sells oils. And the tricky part is that they all claim that they're 100% pure. So how do you know the difference? Like, what is the difference of doTERRA versus all these other essential oil companies? So there are actually a couple different things that doTERRA does that, in my opinion, sets them apart from all these other companies. So the first thing is that we do have the certification of certified pure tested grade, which is just their labeling, because doTERRA, essential oils in general, they're not regulated by the FDA, right? They're not approved by the FDA. And that means that there's not really a governing body that oversees any sort of testing and regulation when it comes to essential oils. So pretty much it's a free-for-all when it comes to marketing. Any company can pretty much put whatever they want on the bottle, and it does not at all mean that they are a pure or even have any essential oil in it at all whatsoever. So doTERRA came up with this certification called Certified Pure Tested Grade, and that just means that they do 54 different purity and potency tests on every single batch of oil, which is something that I really love and appreciate, because every other company only does one. They only do one test, and it's called the GCMS test. And it has been proven over and over again that there are so many ways to cheat that test and make it look like the essential oil is pure when in fact it is not. So we do 54 purity and potency tests. The other thing is that doTERRA actually grows and harvests and cares for the plant in their natural environment. So when a plant is grown in its indigenous environment or somewhere where it thrives the most, that's where you're going to have those amazing therapeutic benefits, because that's where the plant is meant to live, right? I always love to use the example, like, you can grow lavender in Utah and on the sides of the freeway. And I grew up in Detroit, and there's lavender literally on the sides of the freeway. But if you think about lavender that's grown in Provence, France, or Bulgaria, with those very mild seasons and dew and the beautiful soil, that is where lavender is going to thrive. That's where it's native to. So you're going to have those medicinal properties from the essential oil when the plants are grown in their native environment. So that is a really big difference. The other thing that kind of goes in partnership with that is when you have farmers that they own their land, usually it's generational, right? It's been in their families for generations and generations, and it's their sole way of making an income. doTERRA does not just go in and buy up all of the land. They actually partner with the farmers and teach them how to sustainably care for the plants and when to harvest them and how to do it in a correct way. They also pay them fairly and on time. So they're really protecting this environmental stewardship. And I love that. If you Google or go to YouTube and type in doTERRA Co-Impact Sourcing, that's going to be their initiative of partnerships with the farmers. Now, keep in mind, because our essential oils are from plants in their native environment, as we just said, some of these native environments are in third world countries. So a lot of them are in poverty and considered very poor economically. So doTERRA has another leg of the company, or another arm of the company, I should say, that's called Healing Hands Foundation. And it is our nonprofit humanitarian arm of the company. And so any community that we're in, or working with the farmers to source our oils, doTERRA looks for the need of the community. Do they need medicine? Do they need hospitals? Do they need orphanages? Do women need support with women issues? Is there clothes? Do they need schools? Do they need waterways? I mean, doTERRA really goes in and finds the need and provides that for the community. Their whole goal is to change lives, not just on our side of the bottle of using the oils, but on the other side of the bottle for the communities that are caring and harvesting our plants. So if you are someone who is very intentional of where you spend your money and the companies that you're supporting and what they're doing in the world, then you will find no better company than doTERRA to feel proud that every time you buy a bottle of essential oil, you're of course helping yourself, your family, your loved ones, but you're also supporting these lives on the other side of the bottle. So I really appreciate that about doTERRA. Now, going back to just the purity of the company, I'll put up a little slide here, but you're going to be able to see on the bottom of every single bottle, they have these little lot numbers on the bottom. And you can go to our third-party testing website that's called source2u.com, and you can type in that little lot number and actually see the testing and the results from that particular batch of oil. So I love that they're transparent in their third-party testing and also those testing results from every single batch of oil. So I love that. Okay, so the second thing about essential oils is truly how effective that they are. Now, they can be more effective than a lot of our modern approaches that we have to health issues right now. Now, if you look at that picture in the bottom left-hand corner, that is going to be a picture of one of our cells. Now, I'm going to have a little Bio 101 review. For those of you who are healthcare professionals, this might be very basic too, but this is the best way in layman's terms that I know how to describe it. And if you look at that picture of a cell, if you can remember, viruses live on the inside of the cell and bacteria lives on the outside of the cell. And all of our cells have this oily cell membrane that kind of protects our cells, right? So viruses are on the inside of that cell. It's almost like they're protected by that oily cell membrane, okay? Now, if you go to the doctor and they diagnose you with a bacterial infection, they usually say what? Like, here's your antibiotic, take it for however long, 7 to 10 days, and antibiotics do an amazing job at going in and wiping out all of the bacteria in your stomach, in your gut. Now, the issue that I have with that, and please know when I say this, I am not against Western medicine. I am so appreciative of Western medicine and emergencies and things like that, but I don't like to use it as my first line of defense when it comes to the healthcare of myself and my family. I like to keep it as emergency-based care, okay? But there is a place for it, of course. Now, the issue that I have with antibiotics is that they are synthetic, right? They are made by man. So they're not smart enough to differentiate the good bacteria that we actually need in our gut versus the bad bacteria, the bacterial infection. So it just wipes it all out. And it's very invasive to your body. It can actually take up to 7 years to replenish all of that healthy gut bacteria that we need, that is connected to our immune system, that's connected to our emotions and our cognitive function. There's all these emerging science about how connected the healthy bacteria in our gut is to our brain. They're calling it your second brain. So when you have that antibiotic, which again does a great job, it wipes everything out, but you can have a lot of side effects and downfalls from that just from having to take that antibiotic. Now, when you go to the doctor and they diagnose you with a viral infection, they usually say what? Like, go home and suffer. Like, there's not a lot they can do. And one of the reasons for that is, if you remember, look at that picture, viruses live on the inside of the cell, and it's protected by that oily cell membrane. Now, most of our antibiotics and over-the-counter medicines, they're water-based, and so oil and water don't mix. So a water-based medicine can't penetrate that oily cell membrane and get to the virus and stop it from duplicating. But because essential oils are oil-based, they are one of the only things that can permeate that cell membrane and actually get to a virus and stop it from duplicating. So I love this about oils, because if you are diagnosed with bacterial or viral infections, the essential oils can be really amazing at helping promote healthy immune function within our cells and within our body. So this is why we talk about On Guard. Now, if you see, On Guard is called our protective blend. It's a blend of 5 different essential oils that are all very high in antioxidants. And On Guard It smells so good. It's like cinnamon and clove. Those are two of the essential oils that are in there. But it smells amazing. And I love it because it can really help soothe sore throats. And I clean with it all the time. I call it, it's like my Dr. Mom oil. So if I can tell my kids are starting to maybe come down with something, I start using On Guard to go ahead and make sure that we're promoting our body's own immune response, right? So I'm cleaning with it. I'm rubbing it down their spine, diluted with like a coconut oil or a lotion. I'm diffusing it, so it's helping to kill off those airborne pathogens. Now, because On Guard is such an amazing, effective oil, they've actually made it into an entire line of On Guard infused products. So we have great On Guard infused products like hand sanitizer that's made with apple extract so your hands don't get dried out. It has little beadlets that are these little quarter drop in a little bead that you can just put in your mouth when you're traveling or you're going to be in a crowded area, or your kids can take them to school during sick season. We have laundry soap and toothpaste, and I love that every time I'm using these On Guard infused products, it's truly helping my body support my immune function. So essential oils can be very effective, especially for those types of things. Now, the third thing I'm going to talk about with essential oils is how truly affordable that they are. And they can be more affordable than traditional medical care. And I know you may be like, wait a second, what do you mean? Like, how does that even make sense? So these bottles of essential oils, these are 15 milliliters. So these have around 275 drops in them. If you actually were to price it out by what is the cost per drop of these oils, they come out to just a few cents per drop. Some of them are 2 cents, some of them are like 20 cents, 15 cents, they all range in cost, of course. But the reason I say that is because our oils are so potent and so concentrated, you only need 1 or 2 drops at a time when you're using these. Now, you can use these every couple hours as needed. We do have some recommendations on daily amounts that are safe to take, but you can use these throughout the day, but you're only ever using those 1 or 2 drops at a time. So the reason that I talk about this is because it's a personal story. When my oldest daughter, she was my first daughter, and I was a new mom, and I didn't know that she was having some ear discomfort. And I took her to her pediatrician, and her pediatrician diagnosed that and told me that she needed an antibiotic. And as a new mom, I'm trying to be as natural as possible. I was very new to essential oils, so I didn't know a lot yet. And I just asked my pediatrician, is there anything else that I can do? Like, is this our only option, or is there anything natural I can try to help with that ear discomfort? And she said, she knew I was doing oils and stuff, and she said, I'll give you 24 hours and go ahead and try some natural things, and then come back in the morning and we'll see what it has done. And if it did not do anything, then we're going to go ahead and put her on an antibiotic. And I said, okay. So I left, and I immediately called my doTERRA person who signed me up, and I said, what can I do for this ear discomfort for my daughter? I have 24 hours. I really don't want to give her an antibiotic if I can do anything else. And she said, what I would do is take 1 drop of lavender and 1 drop of tea tree, and I would just rub it around her ears and maybe just down the side of the neck right here, down the cheeks. And I would do that every couple hours. And when I went home, I started that and I diluted it. You never want to put essential oils directly in the ear canal. And I could tell she started to not show those signs of discomfort. I could tell she was feeling better. And by the time I went into the pediatrician the next morning, her ear discomfort had lessened enough that she did not need the antibiotic. And that to me was one of my biggest aha moments of, wow, that was really incredible. And to this day, she has had 4 bouts of ear discomfort, and we have yet to put her on an antibiotic. We have done chiropractic, garlic oil, and lavender and tea tree essential oil, doTERRA oil around the ears, and that is what has helped it each and every time. Now, the reason I bring up that story is because when it's happened those other times, I didn't have to miss work. She didn't have to miss school. She was not up all night crying. I did not have to spend my time or my gas money having to drive to the doctor. I did not have to pay a copay to go to the doctor. I did not have to then drive to the pharmacy, pay another copay, and then put my poor daughter on antibiotics that are so harmful and invasive to their little growing, developing bodies. So when I look at all the times that essential oil has helped my family with various health, concerns, they have saved me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on annual medical costs. They have saved us so much. And I tell you guys, of course, if our natural things aren't working, I'm going to go to the doctor. Like, of course, we just haven't had to yet. So I'm just sharing my personal experience on how much these have saved me in time and energy and finances as well. So now that I talked about lavender and tea tree for the ear discomfort, I just want to dive in a little bit more because these are incredible oils. Now, lavender, I call the gateway oil. Lavender is known to be very calming, right? Calming for the mind, relaxing, but a lot of people don't realize how calming lavender is for the skin. When you have lavender on your skin, anything that can make the skin like red and itchy and irritated and anything like that, maybe if you've had a little too much of the sun's rays in the summertime, or maybe the outdoor pests have had some bites on you. And also for those occasional seasonal threats, if you start to get some discomfort and having all of that, it's a great antihistamine. So it's just so wonderful for just calming things down. So I love lavender for all of those reasons. When my girls fall and get any little bumps and bruises, any little skin irritations, lavender is one of the first things that I pull out. Now, tea tree essential oil. Tea tree essential oil is the way that I remember what it's good for is it's the oil for everything gross. And what I mean by that is if you have any sort of, again, skin irritations, you can pair it with lavender. Tea tree loves to help prevent infection. It has a lot of antifungal properties in it. So it's great for any sort of like skin irritation. Again, if you have the ear discomfort, I love to use it if I have any like sores in my mouth. If you have any sort of acne or you're prone to those abnormalities in the skin, you can use it for that. So I really do use it for anything that you would be like, ew, that's gross. You're going to pull out your tea tree for that. Okay, so the 3 ways that you can use essential oils safely and effectively are aromatically, topically, and internally. So aromatically is really easy because you're just going to find a way to inhale the essential oil. Just smell it somehow. So you can use this in a diffuser. They sell them everywhere. I, of course, love doTERRA's diffusers because they're very high quality and they last a really long time. You can put some, I like to put some like in my hair. They make diffuser jewelry. You can just smell it right from the bottle. That's sometimes people's favorite way. You can put a couple drops in your hand, just as we did before with the peppermint, and just inhale it. So I have right here our wild orange. This is a favorite to use aromatically because it can really positively affect your mood and help with those enthusiastic feelings. So I love my little happy bottle of wild orange. We actually get our wild oranges from the Dominican Republic, and they cold press the essential oils right from the rind of the fruit. And I mean, who doesn't love the smell of oranges? It makes me feel warm and think of like Florida and happiness. I love it very much. So you can inhale these several different ways. There is another like really good way to remember how to use oils aromatically, besides if you want to change your mood, is if you want to support your respiratory system. So if you get any of those menthol oils or our breathe essential oil, it can really help open up the airways. And if you have like stuffy nose, that occasional mucus, those can be really good for supporting that as well. Now, I do want to say one thing about aromatic use, because I'll be very honest, when I first started with oils, I did not understand that you can smell something and have it positively affect your mood. I didn't understand why that was. And so I finally learned through some of the doctors on our medical board that you have something on the bridge. We all have something on the bridge of our nose right above it. It's called your olfactory nerve. And your olfactory nerve is directly connected to the limbic system in our brains. And our limbic system is over things like blood pressure and memory and mood. So when you smell something, not even just essential oils, when you smell anything, it's going directly into the brain, right? It's one of the quickest ways to get it in your system. And it makes you think of something, which then can cause a physical response to that. So the best way I can describe it is, have you ever walked into someone's home or a bakery and whatever that aroma was that you were smelling, it like brought back a memory when you were like little that you didn't even remember, and you were like, whoa, that smell just transported me to my grandma's house when I was 5 years old at Christmas time. That is the best way I can describe it. It makes you think something, which makes you feel something. So this is where you're going to hear about aromatherapy and how essential oils and smelling things can have a change on things like blood pressure and mood and things like that. So the second way that you can use essential oils is topically. Now this is really easy because wherever the issue is where you could put the essential oil. So if you have like an occasional upset stomach or that uneasiness in the stomach, you can just put the essential oil right on the stomach. Or if you have any occasional discomfort in your joints or aches, you can go ahead and put the essential oils wherever those are located on your body. Now, you do want to be very cautious when using the essential oils. Again, you're only using them with 1 or 2 drops every couple hours as needed. You don't need any more than that. Also, if you have any sensitive skin, or you're going to be using these on babies or children or anyone elderly, typically those have more sensitive skin. So you're going to want to dilute them with some sort of carrier oil. This can be fractionated coconut oil, olive oil, lotion, jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, like truly anything you have that will just kind of lessen the intensity of the essential oils. Now, a couple of the essential oils that I really like to use topically, this is actually a lotion. You can see my bottle's like empty because we use it all the time. This is called Deep Blue. And Deep Blue is amazing for those occasional discomforts that you may get in your joints and your ligaments. And so Deep Blue is a great lotion, and you'll feel that heating and cooling element, and it really can provide some temporary relief when you're having those moments of discomfort. So maybe it's after exercising, maybe someone elderly just really has those aches and pains and they need some support for their joints. That is when I would pull out the Deep Blue. Now, you'll see the oil on the screen, copaiba. Copaiba is amazing because I love to combine it with the Deep Blue. Copaiba really can help support your nervous system. It can also be really good for that occasional discomfort and inflammation. So I like to combine 2 drops of copaiba with this Deep Blue lotion and put those on the areas that I need. I will say, after I was pregnant, I got a lot of pain down some nerves in my back, down my leg, and I get that occasional discomfort in my lower back. So I love to use that combination to get some temporary relief from that. Okay, so now lastly is internally, and this is new for a lot of people. If you have other essential oil companies, if you have other brands at home, I just encourage you to look at your bottle. And if you have something that says lemon or orange or peppermint or things that we know that we should be able to take safely internally, look at the back of those bottles. They all say, warning, warning, do not take internal, for topical use only diffuse or use aromatically. Those are all red flags. Those are all warning signs. Because if you have just a pure lemon essential oil, there should be no reason at all that you should not be able to take that internally. So the science has been around for a really long time of the safety when you have a pure essential oil. So I'm only talking about doTERRA because it is the only pure essential oil company in the world. So this is the only one that I would ever safely tell you that you can take internally. Now, you have to keep in mind, at the time of me recording this video, it's been 15 years. There's 13 million customers worldwide taking essential oils internally all day, every day, and they are so beneficial. Now, not only are they safe to take internally, but most of them are recommended to take internally by doTERRA's medical board and the science and the research behind it. So I do want to tell you, of course, use your common sense. You don't need 20 drops in a glass of water. You need 1 or 2 drops, and you can sip on that throughout the day to get all those benefits. So you can put these in a glass of water. I love to get the detoxifying and cleansing effect that citrus oils specifically have. So I love rotating my lime, my lemon, my grapefruit, and I'm constantly sipping on them throughout the day. We also, on the screen, you can see those veggie capsules. These are amazing because they look like a clear pill, and you can pull them apart, drip your essential oils right in there, and take it like a pill. That's a great way to take it if you don't like the taste of the certain oil that you're trying to take internally. I also love to just put them right under my tongue. There's an oil called frankincense that I'll talk about, and I do every day 2 drops under my tongue to get all the benefits from that. So you can cook with these, you can put them in smoothies, and I will show you the quick way to see if an essential oil, if you can take it internally, if the bottle has supplemental facts on the outside, and it will say for internal usage. That's how you can take it internally. Now, some of our oils you cannot take internally. Some, not just because they're pure and found in nature does not mean it's something necessarily safe to take internally. So a lot of like the tree oils, usually the ones that come from the bark, those are the ones that are not recommended. But over 90% of doTERRA's oils you can take internally, and you'll be able to see right on the bottle which ones you can do so safely. Okay, so again, the top 10 oils, I'm just gonna make sure we cover these because I promised you a list of all the oils, the top oils, their benefits, and the most used oils. So we did talk about the lavender and that it promotes healthy skin. I mean, it's been around since ancient times. It's very recognizable, right? The aroma. Here's some great uses for it. You can add it to a couple drops to your pillow, your bedding, the bottoms of the feet. You can make a little spray, freshen your linen closet, your mattress, your car. Now, another great option is Serenity, the other one you see on the screen. Now, Serenity has lavender in it, but it's called our Restful Blend. And doTERRA made it to help when you have those occasional restless nights, when you really need some support to get a good night's sleep. So Serenity is a wonderful one to diffuse. You can rub some on your temples to help calm your thoughts. You can put some down your spine, bottoms of feet, pillow. Use it the same way as lavender when you use it topically and aromatically. Now, lemon, again, we talked about lemon being in your water. It's very cleansing. It's also great for your skin. Now, I will say another safety tip. When you use citrus oils, a lot of them are photosensitive, some are phototoxic. And what that means is you do not want to put the citrus essential oil on your skin and then go right out in the sun for 12 hours. So it will be caustic, like it can actually burn. So you want to make sure that you're putting citrus oils somewhere where that's not going to see the sunlight for 24 hours, or put it on the bottoms of your feet, or just do not go in the sun when using citrus oils topically. Now, that being said, it can really help with your skin tone because of the antioxidants that are found. It's really great because it helps you feel clarity, invigorated. It's got that really clean, refreshing aroma when you diffuse it. I love to clean with it. Now, another cool thing is that we have a seasonal blend called Tri-Ease. And Tri-Ease is amazing for those environmental threats that may happen during the spring and the fall. And this is an actual supplement that has our seasonal blend in it, which is lemon, lavender, peppermint. And you can just take the soft gel just like a supplement, and it can really help with those seasonal threats. Peppermint, we talked about at the beginning. It's very cooling, it's soothing, it's invigorating, it helps with clear breathing, it's energizing, and can help relieve that head tension. Now, you can also get peppermint and find it in our digestive blend. This is the oil that got me started in doTERRA. It's called DigestZen. And DigestZen is our digestive blend. And they made this because they wanted to help support those occasional digestive problems that may come up. So especially I feel like with babies and kids, they're always having tummy trouble. So DigestZen is a great one to have around to help with that relief for anything digestive related. Tea tree is very cleansing, helps with the skin, can be a great cleaner. It's also really good for the fingernails to keep those nice and healthy. And you can spray it because it's very purifying and use it as a cleaner on your countertops and things like that as well. Now, we didn't talk about oregano too much. Oregano is a very powerful essential oil. It's really, really good for helping support your immune system and digestive and respiratory function. It does have really powerful antioxidants in it. Now, this is one you're not going to use topically unless you dilute it because it is such a spicy, strong oil. So I don't want it to feel like it's burning your skin. This can also be found in our GX Assist, which is a really great digestive cleansing formula that we can talk more about. If you have any questions, just message me on that. Now, frankincense. Frankincense is truly just one of the most powerful essential oils. I tell every parent, mom, person that they should have frankincense in their medicine cabinet just to have on hand. Some of the most popular uses is that it's really amazing for the skin. It can help reduce the appearance of skin imperfections. Also, it may help hydrate and rejuvenate the skin. It's just very restoring, repairing, regenerating. It's also very relaxing. So if you do suffer from any sort of negative thoughts or you're feeling those occasional anxious feelings, you can use frankincense for that. Frankincense is also a key ingredient in Correctex. Correctex is like a natural neosporin almost. It's an essential oil ointment that you can put on any sort of skin irritations. And frankincense is one of the key ingredients in that. Breathe is that respiratory blend that I talked about. And this is going to help you feel clear and calm when breathing. It's amazing to put on to help you get a restful night's sleep when you're feeling congestion. It's equipped for those seasonal threats that we may get in the spring and the fall. So we have a updated actually vapor stick that has Breathe in it, and it's a really nice gel stick that you can rub right on your chest. So my kids actually really love using the Breathe stick when they're feeling a little congested. Now, Deep Blue, this is the lotion I told you about. So right here are the couple different forms of Deep Blue. You can get it in a stick format that's already infused with copaiba essential oil, the one I told you I like to blend it with. You can get it in the lotion, or you can get it just as the essential oil. All three different formats are going to have the similar purpose and effect to be very soothing to those sore joints and muscles. And so when kids are growing and they may get those occasional pains and discomfort in their legs, I love massaging Deep Blue into my 7-year-old's legs when she's having those times. And it's just so calming for those aches and pains. The Digest Zen, that's the oil we talked about that's going to support your healthy digestion when used internally. It can soothe that occasional upset stomach. It may help reduce gas and occasional indigestion. And it's very stimulating, moving, and settling. When you're traveling, if anyone gets that uneasy queasiness, Digest Zen is a very good one to have on hand in the car, on a boat, anything like that. It also is available in a soft gel. So if you're an adult and instead of taking the oil internally just as is, you can take it in a soft gel and not have to taste it, because it does taste like black licorice. So if you like black licorice, you'll love the taste of Digest Zen. Otherwise, maybe take the supplement. Now, On Guard is the one we talked about, is going to also support healthy digestion, but it also can help with your immune system. That is going to be the main way to use this essential oil. Now, the thing that I love to talk about the most is doTERRA most people know it for an essential oil company, but it is actually a health and wellness company. They have amazing products, cleaning products, hair, body, skin products, and supplements for all different reasons. So I love this slide because it's wanna feel awesome. This is doTERRA's #1 selling product. It is called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And it is so neat because it is the only essential oil infused supplement that's going to help you get your maximum nutrition for energy, focus, relief, and well-being. It actually comes in 3 different bottles. It is a trio of supplements. The first one is called Microplex VMZ. That's going to stand for your vitamins and minerals. So you're going to have your whole food multivitamin and mineral. When you have supplements that are in whole food form, that means it's bioavailable and your body is actually going to absorb it and get the benefits from it. The second bottle is going to be your Alpha CRS. This is going to be your antioxidant, cellular energy, your longevity. I call it food for your cells. It's really going to support that mitochondrial function in our bodies. The third and last bottle that it comes with is XC Omega, and this is going to be your omega 3, 6, and 9 fatty acids and 9 different essential oils that have been proven to help antioxidant and DNA protection, eye, brain, and nervous system, your liver function and digestive health, more energy, less discomfort, immune function, stress management, cardiovascular health, and healthy inflammatory response. Literally, this covers all your bases. I like to describe it as truly the foundation, and then everything else that I'm doing natural just works better when my body has the actual foundation that it needs to help start to work at an optimum level. So these actually have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I always tell people you can't afford not to try them, because if you truly do not feel a difference in your sleep, your energy, your inflammation, pain levels, you can send the empty bottles back to doTERRA and get a full refund from the Lifelong Vitality. So where do you learn about these oils? You guys, I want you to know, when I started, I was overwhelmed, and I'm like, how am I going to remember all this? It's a lot of information. So please know that every single customer that I get, I support you to the best that I can. I send you a guidebook, and these guidebooks are amazing because they list so many different essential oils and in our essential oils and health concerns. So you can actually, in alphabetical order, look up your health concern, and it'll tell you, recommend what oils may support and help with that health concern. So this is going to be like your essential oil Bible. It's a great, great guide. Also, I have so much support I do texting education, I do email education. We have private VIP Facebook groups where you can ask questions. We're constantly doing giveaways and videos, and we also do monthly continuing education classes. I mean, we really do continuously provide so much support to make sure that you feel comfortable learning and using these essential oils on your natural health journey. So I have a question for you. What are your top 3 health concerns? This is one of the biggest things I talk about. And this is a completely hypothetical question, but just imagine your life without those concerns. Like, truly, what would your life be like if you did not have those top 3 pressing health concerns? And also, if there are specific 3 things that you would like to address and see if essential oils can help with, let's start there. You don't have to start off knowing all the oils and all the things. Like, let me help you on a slow pace, work with your top health concerns, and we can see, some protocols and things that I can help you with to see if that they can help those health concerns. So there are 3 different ways that you can purchase doTERRA essential oils. So the first way is retail, and retail is my least favorite way because you're paying the most expensive pricing for the essential oils. Retail, the only way you should ever be buying retail is if you went into a doctor's or a healthcare professional, your chiropractor, and they're selling essential oils and you needed to just grab one because you needed it right then and there. But there's no perks, there's no benefits, and it's the most expensive way. So why would you buy retail? Because with doTERRA, you can get your own wholesale account. Now, having a wholesale account is very easy. There's no minimums you have to order. There's no maximums. There's no monthly requirements. And there's no fee to have a wholesale account. When you enroll through a wellness advocate like myself or whoever invited you to watch this video, when you get even just one single product through them, it is going to automatically start a free wholesale account. And what that means is you get 25% off doTERRA's entire website for 1 year. So again, there's no minimum, no maximum. You just log in when you need something and you can buy it at wholesale and not be paying those retail prices. So wholesale is an amazing, very flexible way to get the essential oils and natural products, all our amazing non-toxic products at a 25% discount for a year. Now, a lot of people are like, but wait, what happens after a year? So after 1 year, they do not automatically renew. If you would like to renew your wholesale membership, it will prompt you when you go to place your next order, and you will have to pay a $25 fee. But upon paying that, they send you a free bottle of peppermint, which as of right now is like $22.50, I think. So pretty much you buy a bottle of peppermint and you get a free wholesale account, and that's it. It's like that every year thereafter. So it's really easy. Now, the third way and the best way to get started with doTERRA products and essential oils is with a starter package. Now, the starter package are great because doTERRA made these at a deeper discount, even below wholesale, and they do that just for new people to help you get started on your wellness journey. So with the different starter packages, these are my top 2 favorite. Now, they do have others, so if these don't fit what you are looking for to get started with, just message me and I will help you and show you the other starter packages that are discounted and see if we can find one to better suit your needs. Now, this is an amazing starter kit. It is called the Healthy Start Kit, and it has our top 10 most used essential oils and blends, as well as that cute little pebble diffuser. And the only thing I dislike about this kit is that they're the 5 milliliter travel size bottles. So this is a great one if you're like unsure, you want to dip your toes in, because you will go through these faster than if you have our normal size bottles. But you still get a really great starter kit. It has everything we talked about today. Peppermint, lemon, deep blue for those occasional discomforts, lavender for calming, breathe to support the respiratory system, digest zen to support your digestive system, on guard to support your immune system, tea tree, oregano, frankincense. Like, you get the top oil. Now, what I love about these top 10 oils is they should address most health concerns that pop up in you and your family's life. So pretty much anything going on, you're going to have an oil that you can use and see if it supports that specific issue. So this Healthy Start Kit is $160 at the time of recording this video. But here is the same kit. It's called the Home Essentials Kit, same exact 10 oils, but our normal size bottles. You get the 15 milliliter. So, and you get a little bit better of a diffuser. This is our La Luz diffuser. It's glass. It's beautiful. Now, this kit is $270. Do you notice that between the last kit, let me flip back. This one, oh, it went really far back. Oops, sorry. Hold on, you guys. This kit right here, the Healthy Start Kit, the first one, this is $160. You get, with this kit, the Home Essentials, 3 times more oil for not even double the price. So if you are value-minded, you get way more bang for your buck with this kit, the Home Essentials Kit. So I always tell people, if it's within your budget, this by far is a better value and my personal favorite kit to help people get started with. So the very last thing, and then I will end it at this, you guys, is there are 3 types of people who end up joining doTERRA. Number 1 is someone who wants to live the wellness lifestyle. You just truly want to either start or continue on with your natural wellness journey, and you just want to use the oils and doTERRA's products on yourself, on your immediate family. And if that's you, again, so much support. We have education, free classes. We will make sure that you feel like an essential oil expert. Now, the second type of person that I notice comes in doTERRA is someone who wants to share. And I call you guys my sharers. So if you've been watching this class and you're already thinking of a few people that may benefit from doTERRA's essential oils and products, then you will probably be one of my sharers. Now, the cool thing about this is that if you share consistently enough, then you will actually earn a commission and you have the possibility of getting your products paid for. I think that that's awesome. You don't have to do the business like I do. You don't have to do anything besides just share the essential oils. There's a couple different ways we can do this. You can host a class and your doTERRA person or myself, we will teach it for you and educate your friends and family and gift you with free products. Or you have something called your own unique refer a friend link. It's like your own personal shopping link. You can just send it to people who are interested, and if they buy anything from your link, you get 20% of doTERRA dollars, and those can be spent anywhere on doTERRA's website. It's real money just in doTERRA's website, and you get free products. So there's all kinds of cool ways that you can just share and earn money and free product from doTERRA. Now, the third type of person that comes into doTERRA, you are someone who's maybe been listening to this class and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this. I want to share this. I want to empower people. I want to change people's lives. I want to change my life. If you have any inkling that you need a change or that this ignites a fire in you in any sort of way, please reach out to me. If you want to earn an income and actually make an impact, then this will be the perfect job for you. I have other videos in my YouTube channel. Please look for them, all about the home-based business and the opportunity that doTERRA provides if you would like to do the business side of doTERRA. And so that is it, you guys. I always appreciate if you stuck around to the end. Remember, please go ahead down in my description. You can download any of my free guides, specifically my free diffuser guide with all my favorite recipes. And I also have an enrollment link down below. So if you are ready to get started, go ahead and click that link and you can enroll with one of those starter packages. But if you need a little bit more time and you would like to talk some things out, go over your health issues privately with me, and I can help direct you, you can always schedule a free Zoom call with me. I'd love to hop on and talk with you more on a personal level. So thank you so much, you guys. See you on the next video.